Hello my dear students, in this video we are going to continue with the queues. Memory representation of a queue using arrays. Here the condition, if front is equal to null, then it indicates that the queue is empty, and the condition rear is equal to n, that indicates that the queue is full. Let us see the diagram. Here you can see front is a pointer which is pointing to alphabet A, and rear is the pointer which is pointing to D. So from this particular end the elements will get inserted. So let us see how to insert the element. So here you can say rear is equal to rear plus 1, means what? We are incrementing the value of rear by 1, so that we are pointing to the next location, so that we can insert one more element. So that is, after D we want to insert the alphabet E at Q of rear position. Here in the diagram you can see, so front was pointing to A and the rear was pointing to D. After incrementing the value of rear by 1, so it is pointing to the next location, that is the fifth location, and in the fifth location we have equated this letter E, and now this rear is pointing to the location 5, that consisting of alphabet E. Next, how to remove the element from the queue? So always removal takes place from the front end. We will try to remove this alphabet A from the front end, so that we will remain with B, C, D and E. So let us see how to do that. So here item is equal to Q of front. So Q of front consisting of what? A is equated to a variable called item, and we are going to increment the pointer front by 1. So front is equal to front plus 1, means what? So front is pointing to 1, and after incrementing it will point to the index number 2, means what? It is going to point to B, so that we will be able to remove this alphabet A from the front end of the queue. Here in the diagram you can see front is pointing to B, A is removed. Here we will write a single line comment: write a program to perform NQ and DQ. Let us continue with hash include iostream.h, then hash include conio.h, then we'll write hash include stdlib.h header file. So this standard library.h header file is used, one function, that is exit function, is present in this, so that's the reason we are going to include this. Next we are going to declare one variable globally using hash define capital N and 5. So it's a good programming practice to write capital letters. Next, void main curly open brace. Here we are going to declare the queue, and here we will write capital N because it takes the size as 5. Next, comma, we will write here front is the pointer which is set to null, that is -1, and rear is the another pointer which is also set to -1. Then choice is equal to 1, it is always true. Next we will write item, that is to be inserted and to be deleted. Next we will write I, that is index of the queue. Next we will write here while statement, and here we are going to use choice, and it is always true, and it enters into infinite loop till the user presses the fourth choice exit. Okay, so let us write here cout, and here in a double quotation mark let us write cout. Here in a double quotation mark we are going to write /n and q operations, and now we'll write /n, then we'll continue here as first choice, that is insert. Next, second choice is delete and backward slash n. The third choice is display and backward slash n. The fourth and the last choice is exit backward slash n. Now put semicolon and then we'll go to cout, enter your choice. Next scene, here we will take choice. Then we are going to use switch statement, and here in our expression we are going to insert the same variable choice, curly open brace. Here we are going to continue with the first case, case 1, and now we are going to check the condition. If rear is equal to n minus 1, then we'll say q is full, correct? So cout is equal to, so in a double quotation mark we are going to write backward slash n. Here we will write q is full backward slash n, and now we will write here continue, and then curly closing brace. Now we'll use else part, curly open brace. Now we'll write cout, enter the element to be inserted. Yes. Next scene, here we have taken item as a variable. Then we'll write rear is equal to rear plus 1. Then q of rear is equal to, here we need to insert that item. Next we are going to write cout, item in a double quotation mark is inserted at, and here in a double quotation mark we'll write q of in a square bracket we'll write rear, and in a double quotation mark here we'll write square closing bracket equal to, and then value stored in it. So here we'll write q of rear and then end. Next we'll write if condition. If front is equal to -1, then front is equal to front plus 1. Otherwise you can write front plus plus directly. Now put semicolon. Again here you will write break, put semicolon and curly closing brace for this else part. Next we'll move on to case number 2. Here we will write if condition front is equal to rear, then curly open brace front is equal to -1. You can refer the algorithm here. Next rear is equal to -1. Now we'll write cout, q is empty, and put curly closing brace and then else part curly open brace. Here we are going to write item is equal to q of front, because we want to remove the element or delete the element from the front. Next we are going to write here cout in a double quotation mark the element deleted from front. Now double quotation mark, we'll write position is, and here we will write item. Now we'll use front plus plus, then we'll write break statement and curly closing brace for this else part. Now we'll go to case 3. In a case 3, we'll write if front is equal to -1, then it should display cout backward slash. Here I'll write NQ is empty. Now we'll write here it should continue. Then we'll write curly closing brace and else part curly open brace. Here we'll write cout, and a double quotation mark we'll write status of the queue backward slash n. Then we will write here for looping structure I is equal to front, and we can write here I is less than or equal to rear and I plus plus. Now we want to display all the elements, remaining elements, right? So in a double quotation mark we'll write Q off, and here we'll use insertion operator. Then we will write I, again insertion operator, and in a double quotation mark it should display curly, that is closing square bracket equal to, and insertion operator Q of I, and then we'll use ended. Now case 4, we'll move on to case 4 colon, and then here we'll use exit. So here it should be next case. The next case is default case. If the user enters 5 or any other number other than 1, 2, 3, 4, then the default statement should get executed. We'll write here cout, and in a double quotation mark we'll write invalid choice, put semicolon, then curly closing brace for this switch statement, this curly closing brace for while looping structure and get ch, and one more curly closing brace for main function. Now let us compile this program. Click on compile. Here there are errors, just check it out. So it is double quotation mark instead of writing here double less than symbol, you can write directly something like this. Okay, fine. Now it is okay. Again click on compile. Still there are errors, and here we'll put insertion operator. Click on compile. Now it is success, so click on run. Now you can see it is asking Q operations. First one insert, second one delete, third one display, fourth one exit. So enter your choice. So I want to insert. First I'm going to press 1, then enter the element to be inserted, that is 10 is inserted at position 0, you can see there. Okay, next again I want to display now whether it is inserted properly or not. Press here. In case label 3 we forgot to write break statement. Let us write break here, and then click on compile. Once again success, there is no error. Click on run. Now you can see we'll go for inserting one element, and let us write 10. Next you can see here again, once again I'm going to insert one more element, that is 20. Now we'll go for display by pressing 3. Now you can see here Q of 0 is equal to 10, Q of 1 is equal to 20. Now I will press 2. to delete one data item. So here you can see the 10 from the 0th position is deleted. Now again I'm going to check the display by pressing 3. Now you can see q of 1 is equal to 20, and you can press, and now you can press 4 to exit.